Next up in the Tales of Adventure Collection 1 set is Zarak from 1956, number 216 in the imprint series. Now, I was looking forward to this one because it's directed by Terence Fisher and it's produced by Albert R. Broccoli, so you got a great idea here. And this one definitely feels very different because we are on location shooting. We have large, grandiose set pieces with lots of actors, great filmed action set pieces. But it just didn't land for me. Now the story here is all about Zarak, a kind of bandit that is tearing up the lands. Now we have the British soldiers there. They bring in a military man to capture Zarak, to beat him at his own game. And basically throughout the film we have a tete-a-tete between these two men as they're constantly outsmarting each other. It's a battle of wills as they're constantly trying to outdo one another. And I kind of like that aspect to it, although they have their interactions, they have their constant almost win moments. They never really build that adversarial nature between them. It doesn't feel like it's got that willingness and respect for each other that they should have while being equally terrified of each other. It's almost played kind of jovial at certain points.
I've learned much from you, Major.
You played the same trick on me, remember? First time we met.
But you'll be paid much more for it.
You're wrong.
Like I say, this one has some standout action set pieces. When it gets to fairly large, expansive battles, we have lots of people on horseback, lots of moving parts, lots of interesting aspects. It's filmed in a really interesting manner. It feels sort of grand in scope, but this film just doesn't hit the mark. It feels a little bit tedious, a little bit boring. And for a movie that's 99 minutes, it shouldn't really feel that, especially as we're in an exotic world following two men in a battle of wills using every resource at their hands. There are some fun moments. There's a moment where all of Zarak's men are captured and he leads a daring escape at one point, which is really kind of interesting how he goes about that, and it's a fun kind of sequence as well.
If you give me one reason to kill you, it'll give me great pleasure. I'd like to see every one of you dead.
It has an interesting moment as well where Zarak and his men attack the house of the military man who's not there, and they kind of tearing everything up. Zarak takes his wife into the bedroom, secures her in that area, gives her a weapon, and then kind of leaves her alone. You know, showing that kind of respect, and you know, we won't harm your wife, we're going to protect her as best we can, but everything else is fair game. It has these kind of moments that are really interesting, a little bit different than I expected, but the overall nature of the film doesn't leave me with any kind of excitement or thrills, whereas I feel as if it's really going for that, which is a real shame, because I wanted to love this more than I actually did. Out of all the films in the set, this was the one that I really was interested in. So we have it. Zarak. Interesting, a little bit flawed, not as exciting as the other ones, but a little bit more realistic than those. I would love to know your opinion of this film, whether you loved it, hated it, fell somewhere in the middle. Let me know in the comment box below. There is more content up here if you want to see more of my stuff. In the description box there are links to the Patreon membership program and manvyfilm.com, all ways in which you can support me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.